Don't worry, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with your screen. It's not buffering. There is sound. This is MLU4 and welcome to Reactivated. Now, the screen is black because, for one reason, I want you to just visualise for a minute now. Close your eyes. What is the first thing that comes into your head when someone says Robot Wars? Fade up. Welcome. Hello everybody. This is Reactivated. Okay, so simply put, when someone says Robot Wars, what goes through your head? What is the first image that goes through your head? Okay, give you a minute there. For me, there is one image. Might not think of this when I do say what it is, but when I close my eyes and I think Robot Wars, the first thing that actually goes through my head is the pendulum in the original intro title sequence, the graphics. Robot Wars, that pendulum moment, that is what goes through my head when I think of Robot Wars. Other things also, the original logo as well, that also goes through my head. There's the original arena, Cassius and Chaos 2. Also, when you say Robot Wars, and Sekilolot from Series 2. And my first glimpse at this series on BBC Two was Series 2. And of course, the house robot Sekilolot was the first big character, really, in the series. Yes, you'd had Shunt, Dead Metal, Sergeant Bash, Matilda, but Kilolot was the first character that you could visualise as a threat in the arena, because he had a face, he had eyes, he had arms. The competitors by Series 2, you had Cassius, you had Chaos, you had Killatron, Behemoth, Panic Attack, all of these relatable robots that will go on to be something later on in the series, along with Sekilolot. And at the time, going back to school and talking about the last heat every week, because it was on for like 15 weeks of the year, the original run. You go back and you're talking about it, you chat with your friends, and you go, oh, who's going to win this, blah, 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 blah. Series 2 goes past, Series 3 goes past, Series 4, Series 5. Still talking about Robot Wars, about Razor winning in Series 5, even in Series 6, when we got into the early noughties when Tornado won. And by this point, I was really into filmmaking, watching films, TV series, and my passion for making content started. And that's when I thought, that's some legs here. We could potentially make a series of Robot Wars. Hence, our first take on Robot Wars started. It was during Series 7 when we started making Robot Wars, and we thought, oh, Series 7, that's great. Robot Wars will just carry on forever. Okay, it's moved to Channel 5, but whatever, you know. Little did we know that it would be ending after the 7th series. But for us, we took a leap of faith and we decided to get a few people together to make an arena, to make a first series of Robot Wars based on, of course, the show, out of Lego. This was 20 years ago now, okay? So this is where we're at. This is 2003. And this is where we're at. 20 years ago, we started making Robot Wars. Fan-made Lego toy Robot Wars. 20 years ago. Now today, looking back, yes, it's 20 years, but it's also 25 years since the actual show on BBC Two debuted in 1998. This is a landmark event for me. Wasn't so long ago since we were doing the 15th year anniversary and the 20th year of Robot Wars itself. I don't even know where time goes. Which leads us to our next part in Reactivated, because after all this build-up, the 20th anniversary on the 25th year of the actual show, it only seems fitting to get on to our next part. we've got robots here that are 20 years old. So what do we do? What do we do to celebrate? There's only one thing to do, and that's to show you this next VT. Enjoy. That's right. So the Champion of Champions, our brand new episode of Robot Wars, is on its way. I've literally just filmed and commentated to the episode behind here. I can actually see the episode as we speak, rendering. Yes, so there we go, Champion of Champions. We've got 8 robots plus a special fight as well, which has another 2 or 3 robots also, but 8 champions of our series in the arena at once, fighting to become the ultimate champion over the last 20 years of history. That's right. And you know, there may be some feature robots here that feature here. We've got a bot from the blue, or Chaos 2, we've got Hefty here, potentially, maybe. Yes, there we go. So also making a return is Refbot, of course, with his counter. Now, it's been 4 years since we last filmed the series, and Refbot, of course, when we brought the series back a few years ago, Refbot had to undergo drastic reconstruction, and I actually managed the other day to find the amount of work that went into building Refbot. Now, I won't go into too much detail here, but you can see lots of circuit boards, lots of paperwork, photos of Refbot, and oh my goodness me, what have we got here? Ooh, just loads. Again, another circuit board. That's a circuit board printed on Microsoft Word. We've got invoices. Mentorn. We even approached Mentorn. Good God. That's a shock. Okay. Well, there we go. There you see. So that all that work goes into one tiny little circuit board, which you will see, of course, again on Refbot. And there we can see more circuitry. I don't know what that's from. I can't take any credit for Refbot. That is a third-party help. But there we can see. So it actually just showed me how much detail went into Refbot, and luckily you didn't need any help for this episode. So there we go. Refbot does return. Here are a few more tiny little brief clips of what is to come, and it is just, I suppose, fair to say that the Champion of Champions episode is based on robots who have performed and won a tournament. So there are 8 robots competing, and you can probably come to your own conclusion on at least maybe half, maybe more than that will be featured in the episode. And the thing is with the idea behind the episode is that it is going to pay homage to our old series. So you will notice that our very old first arena that we made for our first series 20 years ago is resurrected, and this is what we will be using for the Champion of Champions tournament, with throwbacks, of course, to the original setup. Even the graphics, you'll notice the intro titles, a lot of nostalgia to our original series in this episode. Like I said, 20 years since we first filmed, so it seems only fitting to do this. So we're going to now move on to some more of your questions. Before we do carry on with more questions, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to all of the fans. This is another reason why we are doing this one-off special, is because we've also got 900 subscribers. That might not seem a lot in the vast world of YouTube, but to me personally, I can't thank people enough for subscribing, liking the channel, following. We don't make any money from the channel. We do this purely out of the love that we have for Robot Wars, and we like to show that love through the channel to get that to you watching. So I really do hope that that has relevance, and I just want to say again a massive thank you for 900 subscribers. So now we do have some questions here. So we've got Nuke Shot Media. Which arena aesthetic is your favourite? That's a good question, because of course the original run, series 1 to 7, was the stripes, the hazard warning signs. It was like a very industrial type feel to it. And of course series 8, 9 and 10, the red, the black, the modern look of Robot Wars. For me, as much as I love the reboot design and the look of things, my childhood, my memory always thinks of that original arena. In fact, it wasn't even the series 4 to 7 arena, it was the original series 1 to 3 arena of the grey, the gritty, the dirt, the mud, it wasn't quite, it was just proper gritty stuff, wasn't it, the original arena. For me, that's my image of Robot Wars, and it always will be. So thank you, Nuke Shot Media. Next, the Pick Golem 123. Will Megabots ever return? So our original, I know a lot have questioned about Megabots, why we decided to do Megabots, because it's not what the channel's really about. Megabots started in the wake of a certain tiny little virus that went all over the place, and we decided to do a second series 2 years later. During the second series we were thinking that like a trilogy would be ideal, so there is scope for a third and final series of Megabots next year. So thank you, the Pick Golem 123, for your question. We've got another one. Yes, we have. ICU I Heart RW. This is from the website. When did your love for Robot Wars start? Well, this is quite fitting and quite a good question considering your name. So where did my love for Robot Wars start? I actually had no idea. Like I said, I told you before, I'd missed the first series, and it wasn't until the start of the second series we were a group of us in school who were talking, and somebody said at one point, if I can remember, great, Roadblock. You need to see Roadblock in the next series of Robot Wars. I'm thinking, well, what the hell's Roadblock about? Robot Wars. Okay, great. Some BBC Two. It's after The Simpsons. You know, there were 2 double episodes of The Simpsons, 6 till 6:20, 6:20 till 6:45. Robot Wars was then after The Simpsons. Thinking, yeah, okay, great, brilliant. I'll tune in, and the rest is history. I was hooked from Heat 1, Series 2. So that was it. Thank you very much for your question. My love for Robot Wars has been pretty much since day one. Cease. Right, so the cease has been called. So just to let everybody know, I want to say thank you so much for 900 subscribers. In the wake of that, and the fact that it's the 25th anniversary of the actual show on BBC and the 20th anniversary of our show on the YouTube channel, and since we first filmed all the way back in 2003 with Revolutionist is 20 years old, I can't believe it. We will be premiering a brand new episode, Champion of Champions, which will be coming out in the next few weeks. Keep an eye out on the YouTube channel for dates, and the premiere, of course, will be coming very, very soon. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. It's a pleasure and a privilege to make these videos, and stay tuned for the Champion of Champions episode coming soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.